John chapter 6, verse 27. Do not work for the food that perishes, but for the food that endures to eternal life, which the Son of Man will give you. For on him God the Father has set his seal. So, what is it that you're working on today? No, I'm not talking about the 9-to-5 job that you need to go to, but I'm talking about the things that are consuming you. The real things that you're working on, the things that you're so distracted with. It's really easy to get distracted with the worries in this life and start working for what Jesus calls food that easily perishes. Let me put Jesus' statements in its context. You see, back in the day, laborers at times would be paid in food for that day. So if you work that day, you got to eat that day. But what good is food if it's all rotten after a long, hard day's work? Jesus says that working for the world's systems is working for food that spoils. Instead, he says, work for the food that he gives, the food that does not spoil. And a few verses later, he tells us what working for this food is. In verse 29 in John chapter 6, Jesus answered them, "This is the work of God, that you believe in him who has sent me." Your eternal work and eternal reward always begins with believing. Believing that Jesus is the eternal God. Believing that no matter what you go through in this life, that Jesus will take care of you. Believing that serving him in all that you do will have its rewards. So what are you working on today? Is it working for food that spoils? Or are you investing in eternal things that come from believing in Jesus? Let's work for food that endures to eternal life.